9 months ago, I reviewed the cheapest vlogging camera you could get on Amazon for $25. Well, today we've got the cheapest vlogging camera you can get at Walmart for $18. Let's check it out. What's up everyone, I'm the Everyday Dad. If I can figure it out, you can figure it out. Welcome back to Reviewing the Cheapest. Every Monday, we go out and we find the cheapest tech we can find and see if it's actually budget or if it's just cheap. Budget means it's pretty good for the price, cheap just means it's pretty crappy. I wonder what this one falls under. Now today I went to Walmart and I purchased the cheapest camera I could find, and that was the ON HD digital camcorder. Like I mentioned, it was $18. It looks like maybe it could be somebody's very first vlogging camera. But first things first, we gotta get it out of the box. Well, the sleeve or the package. Hooah! To get us all on the same page, let's cover the basic specs of the ON HD. Now, something that you'll notice right off the bat is it does not come with a rechargeable battery because it takes 3 AAA batteries, which is, oddly enough, pretty standard when it comes to cheap tech. The ON has a reported CMOS of some kind, I guess. I couldn't find any actual technical specs of its sensor, which is probably way smaller than your standard cell phone sensor. I mean, look how tiny it is. It can record in HD 1280x720, VGA, blast from the past, and QVGA. It is compatible with SD cards up to 32GB. It has an attached 1.44-inch screen, and it can do a 2x digital zoom. I bet that zoom's awesome. And it claims to have anti-shake, and stabilization is definitely my favorite. Now, one of the big negatives about this right off the bat is the screen is not articulating. When I saw the picture on the packaging, I assumed it would be articulating, and it really kind of limits its ability as a vlogging camera if you can't see yourself when you're filming yourself. But let's head outside and do some filming. So now that we've got it out of the box, we've got it powered up, we've got all the specs out of the way, let's do some filming with the ON HD camera. Oh, real quick before it starts to rain. So it says it has stabilization. Let's see how good the stabilization is. Now, just because it's 720p, 720p is a bad word in YouTube channels, but 720p is not bad. If you look at streaming, like a lot of the streams out there are 720p and they are very high quality. Don't let 720p be a thing that deters you from a camera. I mean, yes, 1080p as much as possible, but 720p is still technically HD. Now, I'm not saying this is filming in true 720p. I'm just making the case for 720p like in general. I assume this is going in 30 frames per second. It doesn't give you an option for frame rate. It only gives you an option for resolution. So heck, it could be lower. It might not even be doing 24 frames per second. All right. Let's do a vlogging test. So this is the vlogging test of the ON HD. So let's check out, let's do the audio test. 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4. So we got the Sony back over there, we got the ON. You know, the thing that stinks about having a camera without a flip screen, especially one like this, is flip screens are so helpful, you know, to frame your shot. It's not just a, hey, look how pretty I am. You know, it's not, in my review video of the cheapest camera you could get on Amazon, I talked about how I used to think selfie screens were just for kids that wanted to post funny pictures on Instagram or Snapchat. Well, they're really helpful for framing your shots so you know, like, if you're in focus, if you're in the frame. I have no idea what, this probably has no depth of field and just has everything in focus. I'm not even sure if my face is in the, I have no idea what my framing is right now. But you can get used to not having a screen on like a vlogging camera. My Sony A7III does not have a flip out screen. And you learn to just get along with it. It's not the end of the world. There's two things that YouTube camera people just will fight to the death for, and that's autofocus and flip out screens. And honestly, if you can have one or the other, you're doing pretty good. Okay, so now let's do a quick comparison. So one of these videos is the Sony A7III, a full frame, mirrorless beast of a camera, and then there's the ON HD. We'll take a second. I'll let you work it out for yourselves which one it is. just a little camera joke. Okay, it started raining. We got to run back to the house. And we made it back. You can probably still hear the rain out here a little bit. So what, right? So should you get an ON HD camcorder? No, you should not get an ON HD camcorder. Like we said earlier, there is a difference between budget and cheap, and this is just cheap. It's going to fall apart within the first couple times you're using it. This screen is barely on right now. It's got all sorts of like manufacturing defects. Nothing feels great about it. The image quality is terrible. I gave a pass to the cheapest camera you could find on Amazon because it was all right and it had the flip out screen. This screen is not articulating, and even just trying it, it feels like it's gonna break. The mount on it is made of plastic, so if you try using it, it will break. So no, you should not get this. I'm not even sure it's worth the 3 AAAs I put in this thing. Like seriously, I think we just threw some good batteries away over bad technology. Well, if you're so smart, Ted, what do you recommend for a budget action camera? Use your cell phone. Use this. The cameras on cell phones are amazing. And if you already have a cell phone from the last 2 or 3 years, it'll be 1,000 times better than this thing. If you just want to buy a dedicated camera, save up at least $60 to $100 and get a decent budget action camera. If you're even curious about some budget action cameras, I have a lot of videos about those here. Ding! But save up your money, get something that's budget, don't get something that's cheap. This is definitely crap that we have critiqued. Thanks for watching.